Man, just to know being young and dumb is something everybody got to go through.
Y'all said Joe Biden was going to be the great unifier? This is divisive to my bank account and my hard-earned money. But I was voting for the guy who was going to destroy America. You were paying $30 for gas under my guy.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Superior, and thank you for watching Superior Thinking, where we are committed to an intellectual integrity and a moral honesty. And after watching that video, at the top of this video, it is really plain to see that ignorance brings attention. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of speaks to the kind of the basic society that we live in. Like, no research, no digging in deep, no sort of like, real honest conversation is never really done. Like, a video like this is posted and his father is running for governor of whichever state that he's in. I kind of forget off the top of my head, but so his son kind of has somewhat of a platform, you know what I'm saying? Because it's his son. He's obviously very vocal, so that's going to kind of bring some sort of attention. And to just say things that that your fans or your audience, what they want to hear, you're giving that to them, and it's doing no one good. So to kind of better understand, here is a clip of Mark kind of having a conversation with Christian and kind of really simply exposing and expressing that Mr. Walker has no idea of what he's talking about.
But my point was only that as people are coming outside more and the demand is more, it's going up. The demand is greater now for gas than it was a year ago. That's why, and as well as the manipulation on the supply side. So that's why the prices are going up. My only point, and again, I don't think we're disagreeing here, is that market conditions, OPEC nation conditions, are the reason why gas prices are what they are. And I just found it curious that, and as you said, your video was exaggerated. You used a different word, but you said your video was exaggerated. It's that exaggeration, I think, that some people would consider disinformation. That when we put out information that we know exaggerates a condition, overstates a condition, or misrepresents a circumstance, it can lead voters to think, oh my God, if Trump were president, gas would be low. If Trump were president, or if Biden were not president and someone other Democrat were president, maybe circumstances would be different. And the truth is, there's just very little that we can do about these things. But I want to.
So as you see in that video, he understands what what information you dig up when you dig a little bit deeper. You can't just say Joe Biden is responsible for X, Y, and Z, because it's not always that simple. It's not, one person who pulls the lever if, gas prices go up or down, or if there's a button that people are going to be starving or not. Now, Joe Biden does have a lot of power and does influence a lot of things, but it's not as simple. Joe Biden is the reason why gas is $20 a gallon. You know what I'm saying? It's never really that simple. And to kind of explain it like that to people is ignorance on both parts, because if someone came to me with that information, I'd be like, first off, you're not a reliable source, because if that's honestly what you think and you're not giving me a little bit more detailed information, you're trying to stoop me, and I'm pretty sure people who listen to you and yourself is not a reliable source. But of course, that is not it. Of course, on the internet, people were just confronting him with his information and the things that he was saying. So not only did he make a weird video, he doubled down and just went full ignorance.
I'm sorry that my parents were lazy on the couch all day waiting for handouts. I'm sorry that they built businesses and won championships. And now I can shop at Fendi and Givenchy.
Obviously, after watching this, being tone deaf to a situation, or kind of just speaking to people and not understanding how the world works and being ignorant and being dishonest and disingenuous doesn't look good. Now, I don't want to say it's because he's young and he didn't have the full life or at least experience in understanding how if someone works 40 hours plus a week doesn't bring them out of poverty. It's not that simple. Once again, you can't simplify something that's complicated, that has a history behind it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, hey, if you work, you're not going to be in poverty. It doesn't work like that. And to think that he's saying he's in a position where he's at because of his parents obviously lets you know that he obviously doesn't understand how a dollar is made. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be entitled to your parents' hard work, but yet at the same time tell people that they can't leech off of other people. They have to go and make their own money. Like, that's literally contradicting itself, like, beautifully. Like, he's doing that himself, and in the video speaking for itself. So that's a prime example. And if there is people who's looking at his videos or people similar to that, looking at that and saying, this is what we need, I think that's a prime example of capitalism brainwashing people, saying your value is linked to how much you make. Your value is linked to what kind of car you drive, what kind of clothes you wear. That is one, just ignorance, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of, like, Martin Luther King wasn't a rich man, but he was highly valued, and people still quote and read, about his life today. So your money doesn't equate to much other than either you were lucky or you have a really good job. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good example that kids, please do your homework.